a great evening. Again, I'm still watching the another one of these adventure things, and this one is, let me see what the name of it is here. This Mountain Life. And it's two women. It's a girl and her mother. Her mother's 60 years old, and they're going to do this walking trip in the snow. I think it's across Canada as well. And they're thinking it's going to take 5-6 months to do. Yeah, out in the snow. And so I pulled cards for them. Now, what's really interesting in this is, we'll go through it. At the bottommost level, they're out in the cold. Now, I love this one. This deck is perfect for this read because here it is, the adventure out in the cold. And that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be doing this snow skis, where you're walking with these skis, going across Canada. Now, they did their own dehydrated food, worked on a year getting this ready to go, but they're starting their journey across Canada. Now, what's interesting, though, that I wanted to bring up is in all of these outdoor adventure things, I get the devil. So what that represents in this case is facing your fears, the things that chain you, the things that bind you. Anytime you're going out on one of these extreme adventures like this, 5-6 months out in the wilderness, etc., you've got to face yourself. You've got to face your ego. You've got to face your fears. So that's why when you're doing a reading, it doesn't mean, that you are going to have, some evil following you. It just means you are working on, and what's across from it here in the challenge part, working on moving through your fears, challenging yourself on so many levels. It's about staying in balance as you're going. Again, that fear of making that journey. Again, this is perfect. Here they are with the backpack, making the journey and justice, okay? So you want to stay in balance as you're going. So at the center of it, the thing is this emotional idea, and above it we have the magician. So in this case, the magician is using all the tools at one's disposal, okay? Because why? Going into it, we have the unknown, and you have the nightmare scenario, the fears that one is going to challenge, and the temperance, trying to stay in balance, facing the unknown fears of the journey itself. Now, what I got for the mother and daughter here that are doing their journey, they have to be sharing along the way, emotional journey, and then again confront this mental restrictions that they have. And again, it's about the thought process. It's about the ideas and things that they're going to confront. Okay, so the whole thing with these is a tale of the challenge of mental restrictions, the fears, getting through it. Now, what they're talking about now on here is that they were having some sort of a thing and there was an avalanche. And I guess somebody died in the avalanche. Okay, or I don't know if they found him, but they're, at this point I'm seeing it without the sound, and they're digging somebody out that had gotten caught in an avalanche. So, these things are treacherous. It's not a walk in a park type of thing. So I just wanted to share that, when you're doing those readings, you look at the situation of what it is. So in this case, like I said, this is, again, facing fears. Like the mother said, her fear is water over her head. Now they're actually going across these streams in this kid's type of a boat and using like these avalanche shovels to paddle. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with it. But, it's challenging yourself and having the courage to do that. And, that's what I think that people that are into those type of adventures and challenging, that's what it's about, challenging yourself and seeing what you're made of, okay? Trying to get through those difficult things, and it's just interesting, okay? It's interesting. But again, like I said, every time I do one of these things, this comes up. And again, it's about challenging yourself. And again, we had above it the, where's the other card? Unknown fears. You're facing the unknown and you're facing the fears. Now, on any one of these type of journeys, I'm sure you're going to have nights where, like the one guy that just did that thing across, the bear is out there, you've got these wild animals, you're in unknown territory, and you've got to be vigilant the whole time, be totally aware. One guy that's on this one was saying, you get out there and you're like the wolf. You're aware of everything that's going on around you. You're hyper vigilant in the moment, because you can't be out there spacing out. You need to be laser focused on what you're doing if you're out in this mountainous area. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here, but I just wanted to share that. One, for people that are, again, learning to row, you look at the situation that you're reading, and then you see how it fits the situation. Like I said, people think that the devil is about something evil and, oh my God, something dark is there, and it's, well, no, it can be things that are chaining you. It's about facing your fears. That's what the spiritual path is too. You get to this point, and you will have at some point in your path where this fear of evil is going to come at you. I remember in my path when it happened, I was in the middle of my living room floor like this, and you could feel this thing, and then you feel like, oh my God, if I touch my daughter, she's going to be possessed, and, all these fears are coming at you. And what you learn, you can't fight it, it empowers it. You can't love it, you can't fight it, you just have to observe it and not give it any energy, and then it dissipates, it's gone, okay? So, but that's a hard lesson to walk through. It's a hard one to find out that evil has no substance other than what you're giving it. Okay? So, anyway, I wanted to share that this evening. Excuse what I'm wearing. I'm just chillaxing here. Going to go to bed in just a few minutes. But I just wanted to share that, especially for people that are learning to row. If there's something I can pass along that may help you to understand it, then I'm happy to do that. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.